Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over world generation in Hytale and what that all has to entail in this blog. All right, world generation. Today we are going to provide a first look at Hytale's world generation system, the technology that underpins every area you'll explore as you progress through adventure mode. As you might expect, that there's a lot to cover here, so let's get to it. All right. First, however, a quick note: in order to focus on world gen and avoid spoilers, we disabled creatures and enemies in most of the screenshots below. So while you keep in mind, there's probably going to be way more creatures and NPCs that we're going to see in the actual game. So if it doesn't look like a lot, don't worry. They're kind of being like modest about this, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a ton of things to interact with. So here we got the zones right here. We got zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. So zone 1 seems like a regular overworld Minecraft as the best way I'd compare to it, kind of mountainous and rivers and just regular forest with seems like cave systems. Okay, right here it looks like there'd be like a little dungeon you can explore. Underwater caves. I mean, not underwater caves. Caves filled with water, and there's definitely lava stalactites or stalagmites, whatever they're called. Zone 2 seems more like of a desert area that you want to explore. Seems like there's a little bit more caves, or maybe that's just how it looks. And there's seems like there's more lava. In Zone 3, definitely seems like ice and a taiga biome, kind of the way I would describe it. More mountainous is what it seems like. There's definitely more mountains in this one, and definitely more water underground. It seems like there's some green underground too. Zone 4 it seems like definitely like a volcanic, like dead area, like a dark zone. I guess you wouldn't really want to explore it unless you're trying to. Wait, is that like a little house? What? Maybe there might be some NPCs that live over there. Okay, in the underground. So here's what I think is funny: the underground area actually looks more alive than the top part, and there's more lava on top than there is underground. It's kind of funny to think of that. Like, look at this. It looks like a whole, I guess, what do you call those things that you see on the desert? Shoot, I forgot the word for it, but yeah, it looks like one of those, but underground, and it definitely looks like there's like whole terrain, like biomes on the ground. That's kind of cool. All right. So this piece of art is one of the first we produced when development of Hytale began. It depicts four of the zones that make up the planet of Orbis, which is where the bulk of Hytale storyline takes place. As you can see, each zone is unique. Our world generation system draws from different set of rules for each one, and each has its own set of biomes. If you look closely, of uh, you'll get a sense of how underground topography changes from winding caves and dungeons of Zone 1 to subterranean forests of Zone 4. Yeah, this definitely just looks like a regular overworld Minecraft with the rivers, the lakes, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So here's an example of zone-based world gen in action. Here we're looking at a top-down view of Zone 1, comprising several different biomes, forests, lakes, hills, ravines. More our world gen system ties together seamlessly along with the topographical features like ponds, rocky outcrops, and you can also see a handful of generated point of interest. I'd be guessing this over here, this over there, or some blue over there. So those would be your point of interest. Each zone has a set of blocks, distinct content, including furniture sets, NPC races, creatures and critters, plant life, weather, geology. Exploring a cave in Borea will be different from exploring a cave in the Emerald Grove. Okay, that's definitely something I'm excited about because the way that caves work in Minecraft, they're all the same. No matter what cave you go underground, be in the ice biome or like just a regular desert biome, it's the exact same thing. But here, I guess they're talking about how it's going to be different. It's either going to be shaped differently, it's going to feel differently with the atmosphere and all that, and the weather systems for each different biome. That's definitely something to basically liven up the world, make it seem different, like you're actually somewhere else different instead of in the same the same weather system throughout the whole world. Definitely adds something to it. And how they said NPCs, races, and furniture sets. That means like I'd be guessing like bunnies. So let's say a bunny over here in the forest in the regular zone 1 would be different than the one in the ice kind of place. It definitely like look white like an ice bunny. like a snow bunny just run around in the forest. That definitely it definitely makes a difference. If it definitely lines up the world, and with furniture sets and all that, it's like Minecraft with the different types of woods. You can make different types of things, but they actually have furniture, candles, chairs, stuff like that. Things to kind of liven up your little house that you want to create. Coastal areas and the deep ocean zones have different coastal features too, including specific biomes. For the shoreline above, you can see mountainous coasts in Zone 3, whereas below you can see the sands of Zone 1. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely a difference between here, like the beaches here, and the beaches here. Uh, Definitely, like it seems more desert and I forgot savannah type over here, saying this is yeah, this is zone two right here. Yeah, makes sense. And these unique world gen elements continue underwater with secrets to find if you're brave enough to venture beneath the waves. Yeah, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I wonder if they could have a whole like quest line of Atlantis underground. Imagine that, a whole underground village with people, maybe mer people. That would be pretty cool if they could add that. Or I mean, we could add that ourselves later on anyway, like we could just do it ourselves. But that seems like something really cool that'd be able to find underground. That's not all, however. Venture far enough from land and you'll encounter ocean shelf sudden drop off at the edge of the zone that leads to deep ocean. The deep ocean is effectively a zone all in itself. It holds many dangers and rewards for intrepid explorers to discover. You'll have to prepare carefully in order to survive the depths. Okay, I see what they're talking about. Like, as in, if you guys ever played Subnautica, there is a sudden drop off if you go far enough. In the ocean gets really dark, but and scary, but pretty cool. You can find a lot of cool stuff down there, which I'm seeing here, like these underwater caves. You'll be able to explore like that. Generated caves and dungeons. Oh wait, I forgot this one. Beyond the oceans lie an infinite lands. Hytale Storyline won't take you out that far, but a world gen tech will ensure that there's always ways for you to find beyond the edges of the world. So that's definitely what I'm hoping for. Is in like there should be stuff still out here for you to find, and then it's and I am wondering if it is a procedurally generated world, which I do not know the facts on this, but I think it is. Well, I mean, from what I'm reading, most of the fact that it is generated, like, well, I forgot what it's called. It's the thing that that one game has. No Man's Sky, yeah, it has procedurally generated worlds. So here, generated caves, world generation applies to underground areas too, including caves, dungeons. While these will play differently in each zone, there are a few universal principles govern each. So this definitely looks like an underwater part, but in zone two, it seems like deserty kind of. Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. And this is zone three. Caves are full of secrets and creatures to encounter, and you'll be an important source of they'll be an important source of resource. They are entirely okay, there you go. Procedurally generated based on rules that differ from zone to zone. So dungeons are a little different. They comprise multiple chambers and encounters joined by connecting passageways, often accumulating in a final room, providing challenges and special rewards tailored by our world team. So here, as you can see, you start up here, you go down deeper, you get through different parts of I guess, the caves and the dungeons. You keep going further and further until you get down to the most bottom part, and then you get to fight the big boss and get the big rewards there. But as long as you go along the way, I'm pretty sure you're finding other stuff too and finding different mobs. Okay, prefabs. Dungeons are just one of the example of prefabricated content is incorporated in Hytale's world generation. We've created thousands of prefabs, 3,785 so far. They run the range from environmental features like trees and rock faces all the way up to ruins, buildings, and special encounters. These are distributed throughout the world at random and sometimes appear only once. Okay, but may feature hand designed challenges, objectives, and rewards. Okay, yeah, definitely like the trees here. It's you're not going to see the same type of tree over and over. It's like Minecraft. I guess that's the way I'd be describing it. But definitely the trees do look a little bit better, as in they look more tree-like. They are bigger, depending on the type of trees are. Like these ones, these look like Japanese cherry trees. Hopefully, what if they have like little falling leaves? That'd be pretty cool. Each prefab is custom built and equivalent of blueprint, particularly piece of content in addition to their visual design. They can have their own triggers and events attached to it too. So I'm guessing like this underground, it leads to a portal. So it may just look like a regular ruin, but if you actually kind of explore a little bit more, you can find out that it has a portal to a Gaian portal, to wherever that takes you. I believe you can see a concept art for a specific kind of prefab, the entrance to a portal dungeon. When you meet the criteria necessary to unlock one, you'll enter a hand design encounter with its own rules in turn. You'll be limited to in what the blocks you can break within these portal dungeons, challenging you to overcome obstacles using other skills. Depending on where you find them, these portal entrances take several different forms. Okay, it definitely adds to it because of the fact that you won't be able to break, let's say, or add certain blocks. Like, let's say it takes you to like a parkour spot. You can't just place blocks and just go over there without like even trying. You will actually have to encounter it, or like trying to make a little structure to protect you from the mobs. You won't be able to do that. You will have to actually like fight them. Uh, that definitely makes it a bit better. And makes it more of a challenge, I think that definitely adds to the game a lot better. What you find on the other sides will be will vary massively. Here's a glimpse at an early portal dungeon, the Temple of Gaia, along with its components, parts, and garden elements. Okay, so this is kind of what the inside looks like. It looks like run down, but in the sky, floating. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and here they have like a little underground. Wait, I think this part right here. Yeah, yeah, it kind of looks like a little crystal right there. I wonder if there's gonna be different ones. Is this just one Temple of Gaia? Oh, okay. The garden moments. Okay, this is what reminded me we saw in the Hytale trailer of the map. This is what it kind of looks like. There's a sword, and what if we're able to take out the sword and use it for ourselves? That's definitely something I want to do. Happy little accidents. They're talking about the trees right there. You've now got some sense of broad principles that govern world generation Hytale. From unique zones to hand designed dungeons, all of these are governed by a set of rules, and some are favorite and environmental features come about by two contrasting set of rules and collide. We call happy little accents. Moments when the principles we've laid out for a given zone combine surprising ways. So, like this ravine with this little structure right here makes it kind of adds to it in a way that normally wouldn't be possible in games with like specific set rules where dungeons have to be. We've discovered rivers that carve their way through mountains and dungeons that have been split in half by a ravine. Swampy terrain might creep halfway up the mountain, or you might be exploring a cave only to discover a lost mine deep within. These small touches help to ensure that every world and the adventures you have there truly feel different. So it's like every time you generate a new world, it's got to be different for you. Like you're not gonna see this in your world. You're definitely gonna see something different. What's more, all of the world generation systems we've created will be fully customizable by content creators. You can tweak world gen rules or overwrite them on your own. Through configuration files, you can also build and share your own prefabs dungeons, including in instance portal dungeons. You can create and configure your own block environments and even PCs. Combining all these options together gives content creators the power to craft biomes, zones, and ultimately worlds of their own. So yeah, that's as I was saying earlier. This is definitely going to add a lot of replayability to this game. There's so many things that are going to be added by many people trying to get into the game, just like Minecraft was, where the modding scene is huge. The people who make their own maps, all of that. There's so much that can be added to this game. It can be made bigger than the creators ever were. I'm not saying that the creators can't make this game pretty good, but it's always best when the community gets involved and creates a game even better than how it starts. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the content, and remember to like and subscribe if you guys really like this content and you want to see more. And I'll see you guys next time.